Hi, what's up you guys? Welcome back to this channel. My name is Cesar and I'm vlogging live here in the land down under. So for those of you who haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. This video I'll be sharing with you guys the differences between living here in Australia versus living in the Philippines. In this video because I think this might be helpful for those people who are trying to migrate or who are planning to migrate here in Australia in the near future, and for those of you who are planning to visit Australia maybe once the pandemic's over, hopefully. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get through the list. First on the list is that Australia drives on the left-hand side of the road. Guys, when I first arrived here in Australia, my husband has been telling me that I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at a different direction. I tell you guys, if you have been living all your life in the Philippines, as you know, Philippines is like an American colony and we do drive there on the right side of the road, and so used to looking on the right side before crossing the street. In Australia, it's the other way around. So imagine you have to program your brain to do the reverse. Number two would be the bank card system here in Australia. It is more advanced here in Australia. So if you go to the bank, if you open an account, and if they will issue you a card, obviously, and when they issue you a card, you can pretty much pay with that card everywhere. So you can like place an order online or buy online something, and you'll be able to pay with your ordinary ATM card. In the Philippines, it's not that advanced yet, so hopefully soon the banks in the Philippines will also adopt this technology. In the Philippines, we used to run an Airbnb business pre-COVID, and I used to get messages where people are asking me if they can pay in cash because obviously the card that they were using is not accepted by Airbnb, which is such a hassle. In these times of pandemic where there's like a virus and invisible thing that can cause harm to our health, it is like, I think it helped Australia in like mitigating that problem because yeah, we don't have to hand in cash, we only pay everything with our card, so you just tap and then you go and everything's paid, and it's just so convenient. Probably it's a reason why Australia has the least one of the countries which has the least virus. I don't know, maybe it helped. Number three would be the transportation. Transportation cost is far more expensive here in Australia. In New South Wales, we actually have those double-decker trains, which I will probably show you in a video, but I think most of the people are taking public transport when going to the city. In the Philippines, transportation is cheaper, but also transportation, I think, is a main problem in the Philippines. We're relying too much on buses and on jeepneys and cars, and I just think that transportation is more comfortable here in Australia. Taxis here, the costs are too high. Though, we went to actually Olympic Park, we went to a real estate when we were getting this place, and it's just a very short distance, but we've paid, I think, $25. If you convert that to Philippine peso, I think it's more than 1,000 peso. Where in the Philippines, I used to always take a taxi from going to work, from my place in Las Pinas and going to my work in BGC when my shift is like early in the morning, like 3 a.m. because it's just, you know, a hassle to, and it's a bit dangerous to travel at that time of the day. So yeah, I always take taxis, and it would only cost me 250 the most, or 300 the most, to get to BGC from Las Pinas. And you know, it's a bit far. If you know Las Pinas to BGC, I think it's far, especially those days. You know, the C5 road has not been constructed yet. Number four would be the difference that I noticed in the working environment here in Australia versus working in the Philippines. I feel like there's less bureaucracy and less hierarchy here in Australia, whereas in the Philippines, I feel like it's the other way around. Here you can directly go have a chat with your department director or your higher managers, not just your line manager, but your higher managers. Heck, you know, and I have a story to back this up. I even had a chance to meet the CEO of our company. I was able to meet the CEO. It was so exciting. He's so humble, and he's so nice. He's so down to earth, and he's really approachable. And yeah, I think that's amazing. Number five, Australians like coffee as Filipinos like milk tea. I cannot explain more. Sobrang favorite ng mga Filipino milk tea. Meron silang milk tea culture dyan na hindi man araw-araw, yung iba nga araw-araw, pero yung iba every sahod kailangan nagmi-milk tea sila. Dito naman yung coffee, pag na ako mag-English, Tagalogin ko na lang. Dito naman yung coffee araw-araw. Yung mga Australians, yung mga Aussie, kailangan makabili sila ng kanilang cup of coffee. They just love it. And hindi sila bumibili dun sa mga Starbucks or anything like that na ano yung mga na galing sa ibang bansa. They buy at their own, parang meron sila mga suki na mga cafeteria sa, what do you call that? Yeah, cafe sa umaga. And yun, bili sila ng coffee. At medyo mahal yung coffee dito sa Australia. It's around, maybe, I don't know, $4, $4 to $5. So imagine everyday nagko-coffee ka. And yeah, ako, personally, hindi ako nagmi-milk tea dito kasi konti lang naman din yung milk tea dito na places. But coffee, minsan nagko-coffee ako, but most of the time I use them. I have coffee in the office, which means it's free. Number six would be the working or the shift work schedule here in Australia versus work schedule here in the Philippines. And sa item na to, I'm just talking about myself based on my personal experience. I was well, I am actually working in the same industry, Philippines and here. And in the Philippines, nag-work ako, iba't ibang shift schedules. Minsan, hapon, like 5 p.m. magsa-start. Minsan, believe me, lahat ng shift na pagdaanin ko na sa Pilipinas. Minsan, nagsa-start ng 3 a.m. Minsan, nagsa-start ng 2 na British time. Minsan, nagsa-start ng midnight, as in mid-shift naman sa US yun. So lahat ng schedule na pagdaanan ko na. Tapos parang dinidread ko na magkaroon ng panggabing schedule because I am lacking sleep. Parang, kailan ba matatapos yung pagtatrabaho ko sa IT, sa outsourced job. Syempre, ang kinikater mo ng market is either US or UK. Bihira lang yun. Actually, hindi ako nakapagtrabaho sa schedule ng Australia sa Philippines. But dito sa Australia, kahit IT ka, mag-work ka ng weekdays from 8 to 5 or from 9 to 6. Tapos merong, syempre, 1 hour na lunch break. But weekends off all the time. So if ever you are working, ako, pag nag-work ako on call on the weekends, that is definitely compensated, and well compensated in that case. So yeah, I like the shifting scale. Number 7. So for number 7 naman is the composition of people in the society. As you know, Australia is a multicultural society. So halo-halo dito yung mga lahi. Merong mga South Asians, may Chinese, may South Americans, may Europeans, may Africans. People all over the world are actually going to Australia and immigrating. And you know what's exciting about that? Exciting is the cuisine, because you know, it creates different fusion and different cuisine. Marami kang choices, sobrang dami. Like if you wanna eat Thai food, you can go to a Thai restaurant and you are sure that you are getting authentic Thai cuisine, Thai dishes. If you want a Mediterranean cuisine, you can go to Middle Eastern restaurant or, you know, store shop, and then you know that you are getting you know exactly what you expecting for. Yeah, so if you want Italian, you know that Italian cuisine here, people preparing your food are really Italian or something like that. So you know what I mean. So just number 8 is the cost of living. The cost of living here in Australia is obviously far more higher than cost of living in the Philippines. Although kapag nasa city ka naman sa Philippines, parang ganun din halos yung presyo ng say for example sa BGC, parang kapresyo din siya ng mga apartments dito sa Sydney. Pero once na nasa probinsya ka or wala ka naman sa CBD, parang sobrang laki ng disparity ng bayad sa rent. Malaki yung disparity ng sa grocery, kasi alam ko malaki yung difference ng presyo ng grocery dito versus the grocery sa Philippines. Magkaiba siya ng quality, pero magkaiba rin siya ng price. Sobrang mahal dito. Diyan sa atin yung mga kamatis, mga gulay, mura lang. Dito mas surprise ka talaga naman. Huwag ka na lang mag-convert kapag dito ka nakatira. Otherwise, medyo nakakaaw kasi nga mahal nga dito. But yeah, kaya malaki din yung sweldo dito, but yun, nababawi din naman sa mga grocery because mahal din ang mga groceries, rent, isa pa. Parang feeling ko energy and water, parang feeling ko pareho lang sila, but yeah, overall mas mahal talaga dito tumira sa Sydney compare sa Philippines, compare sa Manila. Number 9 is ito yung pinakaayaw ko dito. Masyadong fast-paced ang buhay dito. Like, you need to move quickly, you need to like walk quickly, you have to do everything in fast pace. In the Philippines, medyo relax yung mga tao. Kapag sa mall, naglalakad, okay lang mabagal maglakad, parang naglalakad sa buwan, parang la. Dito, kapag naglalakad ka sa mall or naglalakad ka sa mga, naiintindihan ko yung sa mga hallway na sa mga tunnel na papunta sa train station, naiintindihan ko na kailangan mabilis silang lumakad kasi nagmamadali silang umuwi. Pero sa mall, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit nagmamadali yung mga tao. Parang feeling ko pag sa mall kasi dyan sa Pilipinas, lakad ako, magsastroll ako, hindi ko kailangan nagmamadali kasi naglalakad ako kasi nagpapa-aircon ako. Pero dito, hindi ganoon. I don't feel that way. Tapos feeling ko walang dito, walang masyadong pahinga. Parang feeling ko nabibilisan ako sa kilos ng mga bagay-bagay dito sa Australia. So, I feel like, as a Filipino, as a nation, I feel like mas prefer ko dyan sa Pilipinas. Kasi ewan ko, sobrang nakaka-relax dyan sa atin. Dito parang nakaka-stress yung bilis. Tapos yung galaw ng mga tao. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like mas prefer ko yun dyan sa atin. So, number 10. Coming in at conclusion. So, number 10. I feel like it's good to live in Australia, but it's great to take vacation in the Philippines. Because, you know, in Australia, dito maganda yung transport, mataas yung cost of living kasi mataas din yung quality of living. Tapos, maganda yung healthcare. Tapos, okay naman ang mga Aussie, hindi naman sila racist. So maganda siyang bansa na mag-migrate to. Pero, you know, kung sa Pilipinas, magbabakasyon ka, maganda. Because, yeah, you know, relaxing talaga dyan sa Philippines, dyan sa atin. Tapos, kung ako tatanungin, kung ako maraming pera, kung ako makaka-afford ng healthcare dyan sa atin, at kung ako you know, talagang retire na, talagang marami nang naipon na pera, I feel like I would live in the Philippines rather than here. So, dito, mataas yung everything, but yeah, in the Philippines, if you have the money, you can buy anything, you can relax at the same time. Pero dito, kapag syempre marami kang pera, but you have to work for it really hard, tapos masuspend mo rin naman talaga yung pera kasi nga, mahal nga ang cost of living dito. So, yung solution mo is not to spend money, but to really save, so that, you know, so that you can take vacations, so that you can take holidays. And yeah, I think it's great to live in Australia for those reasons that I've already mentioned. But I think that it's great to take vacations in the Philippines